How's it going, friends and neighbors? It's Combs. Guys, sorry it's been a minute since I posted anything. Basically been dealing with becoming a dog parent for the first time in about 6 years, so that's fun. I'll just remember to do this in the editing, so insert obligatory dog photos here. So anyway, I will put those in there for you guys. So, and also my computer decided to leave the chat, so to speak, but no big deal. I have another rig that I'm using, so I'll be able to edit and put out some videos here soon, like the one you're seeing today. So I had a company, and actually I completely didn't think it was legit, just because of how small the channel is. Like, you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just didn't think a company would actually like want to reach out and, you know, do like a sponsorship almost like this early in the game. But I had a company called A&U TV reach out, and they were like, hey, we saw your Ryker videos and we would like you to go to our website or Amazon page and pick out 2 products for your Ryker, install them on your Ryker, do a video about that, and then do like a long-term review and let folks know where they can get this stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, bet. So that's where we're at today. So 2 of the items I picked were actually 2 of the 3 items I want to put on the bike. The third one is something I didn't have on their website. I'll have to order that from a different website, but that's no big deal. So for the first thing that I got is I got some handguards. So they're actually, haven't taken them out of the package just yet, but they actually are very, very like heavy duty. Like these are all metal. I thought they were going to be plastic, but these are actually metal. And basically they go on the bike and, you know, kind of go over like this to protect your hand. I have taken a few hits, you know, with the gloves still on, even though I wear gloves, and it still stings a little bit. So that'd be kind of nice to have some extra protection. So these look pretty straightforward to put on. Hopefully that'll be the case. But yeah, I will be back in a couple minutes after I take a look at these and we'll see what's up. Yep.
Oh, I'm already recording.
All right, y'all. So got the first one on there just so you guys kind of can see what the finished product will look like. So that definitely, you know, covers a lot more of the hand and everything. I did have some trouble with this little like plastic piece here that goes over the wiring harness. I don't know if every single Ryker has that, because in the picture on the actual instructions, it didn't show this thing. It just showed the harness directly plugging in. So I don't know if that's just something that's like an aftermarket thing or the dealership put it on or whatever. Anyway, you know, I had a little issues with that, trying to get it to line up. But other than that, it really wasn't that bad. So anyway, so far so good. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised that these are actually metal. I was thinking that they were going to be plastic. So first things first, take your Allen key here, pull this screw so that way you can move the mirror out a little bit. So it doesn't have to come out much, just enough to actually be able to put this over it. So I have all my tools out here now, so that's fun. So anyway, you take this, there's a little hole on the handlebar that this little pin will go into. So you're basically going to get it to slide on. I'm going to have to go a little further out, I think. Like that. And then it should just slide right into there, but I think it might need to go out further still. Okay. Now let's try it. Get it to line up in the ka-cha. Ah, we have another one of these, so that makes sense. All right, so I will show you how to remove these little covers real quick. They're actually pretty simple. You just take a flathead and you just get underneath there like that, and then it just clamshells open. So like I said, on the picture on the instructions, it doesn't show those. So like I said, I'm kind of wondering if that's some kind of aftermarket thing or what. Okay. And that mirror needed to come out a little further too. So now you got it on there like so. You just want to take these broken wings and learn to fly again.
No.
I'm just kidding. Oh, come on. That was funny. You know it. All right. If someone wants to finish the lyrics for me in the comments section, I will love you forever. Like forever, ever. Anyway. So, now what you want to do is you want to take these and you want to essentially pop this on. So I think these actually go on this side. They are like side specific. But that's the one thing I will say that's the only Achilles heel of this thing. It's not marked very well. So you kind of have to just put one on, see if it's going to line up. And if it doesn't, then go, oh, that goes on the other side. And call it a day. Also, I'm not very good with Allen keys. I'll be the first one to admit that. They're kind of a pain in the butt, in my opinion. But some engineer out there is probably like, oh, they're the best things in the world. Don't knock the Allen key. But whatever. Yeah, you just want to get it like started on there. Don't want it to be like too snug or anything. Just enough to get it started, but mine didn't even start. Let me get at it from this other side. See if that's any better. This is why you need a garage with lights, folks. I want to find out who designed the garage at my house and beat them abruptly about the head and shoulders. Because there's not enough lights in this garage. I literally have one outlet. It's kind of funny. Okay. There we go. It's all about angles, people. It's all about angles. All right. So that's snug on there. So basically the way I want you to do it is top side, snug or slightly snug, and then go back into the bottom and do the same thing. So when you actually get these things lined up and on there, they actually go on pretty easily, which is nice, which is very nice. All right, let's do this.
Oh no, there's my socks and my sandals.
Yikes.
Oh no.
What's going on, only feet?
No.
All right, anyway, I actually made a joke about that in a long time video ago. I was doing a review on the Terex, which by the way, I sold. So if anybody's here for Terex content, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be having the Terex anymore. But it was just kind of a pain in the butt to take out. Anybody that owns a side-by-side knows exactly what I mean. It's just sometimes just a pain to get it out there. But yeah, I made a joke about only feet because I was doing that whole review barefoot. That was a throwback. I was like, God, that was literally like 4 years ago. That's insane. Time flies, man. Time flies. Okay, get that one on there. Now we line up this one. He said, hopefully. These bottom ones are kind of a little more of a pain in the butt. I will say that during the install, the ones down here were a little bit more of a pain just to get to line up. But once you got it, it was okay. See, just like that. The bottom ones do require a little more torque though, for whatever reason. So, all right, so we'll go with this one. Get it tightened up. Then we'll go over here. Get this one tightened up. Down here. Now this is where you actually have to like flip the Allen key to get those bottom ones to torque up. Like I said, I don't know why. Somebody with an engineering degree can explain that one to me. I just sell things for a living. Okay. So that still needs a little more snuggliness. So we're just gonna go all the way back around. Make sure they're tight. Maybe, just maybe. Like I said, this is why you have a garage with lights, folks. For like the two ladies that watch this channel, one of them's my mom. Hi, Mom. But if your husband ever's like, babe, I need more light in the garage, just listen to him, okay? Just do us men one solid. Just listen to us on that. And I am not a proper review channel, so if you guys are expecting, you know, like crazy amounts of editing and just me having every power tool in existence, that ain't me, Chief. That ain't me. Okay. Okay. That one really need to be drawn in. Okay. That's a lot better. So we're pretty much there. I'm just a little anal when it comes to stuff like that on vehicles. So I'm going to extra tighten it. Yes, it might be over torqued. Could be under torqued. Who knows? There we go. Okay. That's solid. Okay. So there's that. Finally, the last step is to put this screw back in. Let's make sure we got the right one. Nope. Perfect. So yeah, so now what you want to do is just take this, slide it all the way back in, take your Allen key, and just spin it. Till it's snug. And then do one of these numbers. Okay. So yeah, so that's solid. That's solid. And I gotta say, I really like these. They make it look a lot better. Go ahead and show it from the front, if you don't mind. I got Maddie out here helping me with the camera angles, so I think it looks good. I mean, it matches the black on the bike pretty well. I think they look awesome, and they definitely sit on there well, and I just think that's going to be a lot better protection on the front. So I am going to put this back on. It's kind of a pain. Basically, you just want to kind of get it situated on there, and then it sort of just snaps into place once you get it all lined up right. And voila. So that just kind of holds that wiring harness on there a little bit. So now the other part that I've got to put on here is some road armor. So I've got a really steep driveway curb, so I want to add some more protection to the underside of the bike. So let's just take a look at that real quick. So this, if I'm not mistaken, this is the piece that actually goes underneath the front. So it actually will sit like right here. Yep, just right like that. And that'll actually add protection underneath the radiator and, you know, keep you from hitting stuff there. Now the other pieces that comes with, it's got two more pieces, and they actually protect the suspension of the bike, which is very important. Like I said, I got the real steep driveway curb, and yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So these would have to fit on, of course I haven't read the instructions just yet. Looks like they would fit on almost like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the first one put on, and then I will come back and let you guys know how the rest of the install goes, and you can watch me go through it. So see you in a minute. How's it going, friends and neighbors? It's Combs, guys. So it's day 2 of the Ryker Accessory Install because I ended up getting busy doing some other stuff last night. Actually, Maddie and I went and saw a movie, Late Night with the Devil. Definitely an interesting flick, I will say. Like, I don't have anything negative to say about it. I thought it was an alright movie. I enjoyed it. Maddie thought it was a little strange, but, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. But, you know, definitely go see it for yourself. Form your own opinions. If you have seen it, let me know in the comments below and go from there. So, day 2, we're putting on the road armor. So, guys, this is a little more entailed than I thought. So, as you can see, I went ahead and put this one on so I knew how to do it. Because it really wasn't that bad to do. Once I actually got in there, it's just 3 bolts. Now this, however, to put on the skid plate that goes on the bottom, oh my Lanta. That was a pain in the butt, to say the least. So basically, you got to take the whole valance off, or take the hood off, then the valance, or the fascia, whatever you want to call it, and then you have to screw or drill into the sides. You got to put that screw on, and then you have to put that screw on. So you do have to screw into this. So if you don't want to commit to that, you know, just to FYI, to put on that skid plate at the bottom, you do have to actually drill into it. Also, I was going to say, if you guys don't have one of these on your motorcycle, just in general, a battery tender, I highly recommend it. It takes 2 seconds to put one of those on, and it will save you in the long run from having, you know, dead batteries over the winter and stuff like that. I highly, highly recommend putting one on. So let's get back into this. So now that we got this thing off, we have to put this back on. So I'm going to set you guys over here for a sec, and we will go from there. All right, so I have my camera assistant back. She took the dog on a mini walk, so I was gonna install it myself, but I guess I don't have to. So basically, I'm not gonna do a video, you know, how to take off the hood and all that. There's plenty of videos out there. I had to look one up because I didn't know. So I'm not going to add to it by doing that. But basically, after you get this installed on the bottom, see, like I said, you had to drill in there. You just go ahead and slide this back on. And if I'm not mistaken, it should just slide right back on like this. Maybe. Famous last words. Yeah, cool. I'll put a nice little scratch in it. I love that for me. Alright, y'all. So I'm not going to lie to you. Putting that center skid plate on was kind of a pain in the butt. It really wouldn't line up very well. It's very hard to see unless you actually jack up the Ryker. So, I don't know if I can really recommend that one or not. You know, unless you really need it, get it. But, however, the A-arm plates on the sides, I put that one on pretty easily. This one, I'm hoping will go on equally as easy. But yeah, that center skid plate, that was a pain in the butt. You had to take half the bike apart. So, not a big fan of that. That's not to say that's the company's fault, because that's just how you have to mount that on there, what it appears to me. But, just be forewarned, it is not.
Well, it'd be better if you had a jack, maybe.
A jack could definitely help.
But it just didn't seem like it lined up.
No, it just did not want to line up very well. All right, so with this, it's pretty simple. It's just a couple bolts that go through and a couple washers. The hardest part is actually getting the little washer to like hang out where it needs to, because it's you're kind of in tight quarters there, but not too bad. So yeah, you just basically, there's already pre-drilled holes for these that came on the bike. Like I said, if your little washer gets a little cattywampus there, just kind of feed it back out, because it did for me a couple of times. But if you kind of drop it down a little bit, then you'll be able to get everything to come back out. He said, hopefully. Except it's in a really fun spot. But not to fear, we have the Allen wrench. That's kind of a worst case scenario. I didn't have this happen with the other one.
Of course not.
It's because I jinxed myself. I was like, this is going to go together real easy. Never say that. For the love of God. Never, ever, ever say that. Okay. I'm making this look way harder than it is, by the way. This one, like I said, compared to that center skid plate, this is a lot better. All right, let's make sure we got this lined up. You gotta have the tongue out for like maximum efficiency. When you're tightening stuff down,
You don't.
you do. Yes, ma'am. Skibbity bop bop. Okay, so now just gotta get your Allen wrench under there and just kind of snug it up. Again, tongue out, maximum efficiency. So yeah.
It's
So we
also
got,
really hard to film because your hand is in the way of it.
yes, there is really no good way to film it. I should have just used my head mount and just filmed it that way, but we're already here now. Okay, so basically you just repeat with the front one there, you tighten it up. Now this last one, the big bolt here, that one, basically goes up here, and there's not a nut for this one. It just goes into a threaded slot that's up here. Basically, once it goes in there, that's pretty much it. I have to do a little bit of manipulating to get it to line up. Because once you get it in there hand tight, you know, then you can go back in with the Allen key and get it the rest of the way. But yeah,
Those were a lot easier than
that.
this was ridiculous.
So obviously I haven't tightened it up yet, but that's pretty much it. So the hand grips overall, I'm gonna say on difficulty to put on, one being you can do it with your eyes closed and one-handed, and 10 being it takes a degree in you know, being like a physicist, if you will. I'm gonna give the hand grips like a 2. They were pretty easy to actually get on once
Once you figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. Because the instructions, I'm not gonna lie, aren't real, you know, real descriptive. Excuse me, descriptive. But you know, but I would say once you actually got it figured out, they were pretty simple. Now the A-arm guards, so the guards on the sides, I'm gonna give those about a 3, because you're in a tighter space. The nuts and bolts are a little smaller. So yeah. But this one in the front,
That's a 9.
yeah, I'm gonna literally give that like an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, you literally had to take everything apart. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that sucked.
So that was. We're not even sure it's on all the way. So.
Yeah. So, but it looks like it's on there. It feels snug. But yeah, it was definitely a pain in the butt. So overall, guys, with the 2 accessories I got, I'm pretty excited about them. Because like I said, they're accessories that I've wanted on the bike for a while. I was definitely pleasantly surprised with the hand grips, them being metal instead of plastic. So that's a plus. But yeah.
Wait, ASMR.
But yeah, so I'll let you guys know. Like I said, I'm gonna do YouTube Shorts updates probably about once a week, or you know, once I take the Ryker out like pretty regularly to let you guys know how they're holding up and everything. And then after
Part 1, the install.
yes, And then after about a month, I'll do a full video on how everything's doing, you know, overall. Because by then it should definitely be riding season. It should be on the Can-Am pretty much all the time. So, but anyway, y'all, I know this video is not as professional as it probably could be.
Hey, I did a great job, okay?
That's not what I meant. I meant me more than you, okay? I need a new camera person.
Oh, that's it. We're leaving.
Where are you going? Come back. But yeah, so, thank you guys for watching, and more Ryker content and more camping content coming soon. Like I said, we're a little more on the dog parent schedule now, and my computer problems are fixed, so got nothing holding me back. But anyway, y'all, be safe, keep the rubber side down, God bless, and I'll see you next time. Combs out.